What does a successful student look like to you? Success might look like an A on an assignment, or all A's in a semester, or keeping a perfect 4.0 GPA. So you stress yourself out. You think that in order to be successful, you have to strive for perfection. You have to get all A's. I'm not surprised you are so stressed out. You've been encouraged to chase perfection your whole life. Success does not just fall into our lap. It does take work. It takes focus. It takes dedication. It takes determination. Most importantly, it takes time. The one thing it does not take is perfection.
I've discovered that if you get to the root of perfectionism, you will find fear. You will find fear of failing, fear of making a mistake, fear of not being good enough, fear of being judged. And those fears can keep you stuck in a pattern of overthinking and overanalyzing everything.
I know the struggle of feeling like you have to prove yourself because you already know the cards are stacked against you, and you feel the pressure of finishing because you are so afraid you might fail. That desire to be successful in the face of so much opposition is an overwhelming feeling. It's enough to push you into falsely believing that you must be perfect in everything you do. But perfection is not a requirement for success. I needed to let go of the idea that I had to be perfect in everything I did.
Getting results that don't meet your expectations doesn't mean that you are on the wrong track. And so far too often, we expect our rough draft to be perfect. But a rough draft is a rough draft. It's supposed to be revised and refined over time. And so you will attempt some shots and miss, but you will miss 100% of the shots you never take. Overachievers and perfectionists are extremely tough on themselves. Being ambitious and wanting to do well is a great trait. However, being an overachiever can also work against you. And this is why I want you to pursue progress instead of pursuing perfection. Giving your best doesn't guarantee the outcome that you desire. However, your best is all you can offer. So when you give your best, just feel good about the fact that you did your best. It doesn't mean that you're not cut out for this. It doesn't mean that you have permission to have a pity party. It doesn't mean that you have permission to self-criticize. Just feel good about the fact that you believed in yourself enough to go after a goal that you really wanted to achieve. Perfectionists are typically also high achievers, and this means that perfectionists tend to have very high expectations of themselves. It's a great trait, but it also means that they are more likely to experience anxiety and sadness when a project doesn't turn out the way they envisioned. And when I find myself falling back into a pattern of perfectionism, I remind myself to practice self-compassion. I also try to give myself the same grace and compassion that I would give to someone else. When you're a perfectionist, you focus more on your deficits than on your positive qualities. And even when you put forth a lot of effort, you might still feel like you didn't do enough.
We're all a work in progress. It may seem to you like others have it better. It may seem like they have it easier. It may seem like the grass is greener on the other side. That is until you look at it more closely and realize that it's fake. But hey, maybe it is real. Still, they are no better than you or I, so don't worry about what the others are doing or what they have done. Don't compare your progress to theirs because they are on a different journey from you. You didn't get to see their failures, their lessons learned, their setbacks. You only see the end result. Don't allow the end result to fool you into thinking, okay, if I do everything exactly right, make the right choices, make the right impressions, make the right grades, then I too will finally have it made. This is a false narrative of the worst kind. Do not fall for it. The only person you have to compete with is yourself. You are not perfect, and that is perfectly okay. As long as you are better today than you were yesterday, you are progressing.
I want to challenge you to really focus on making progress. Having a goal of making progress means that you are focusing on needle-moving activities. Making progress means that you are not critiquing and revising your work for hours. And listen, progress does not have to be huge. Making progress simply means that you are taking small steps every day that will bring you closer to your goal. So instead of allowing self-doubt to hold you back, begin to take imperfect action. And in doing so, you will discover that small wins add up to bigger wins. Do not sweat the small stuff. I'm going to have to say that again. Do not sweat the small stuff.
Contrary to popular belief, practice does not make perfect. It makes better. If you want proof, just check out any professional sports team, any professional athlete, any professional musician, any professional singer, any professional actor. Despite the hours upon hours of practice, mistakes are made, games are lost, wrong notes are played, lines are forgotten. Yet the world still somehow manages to keep spinning. When a mistake is made, learn from it. Apply those lessons and keep practicing. If you practice to make better instead of perfect, you will continue to see progress.
When life gets busy, pause, take a breath, and reset your mind. Download Mindset and listen to your favorite inspirational speeches to unlock your full potential.